Hey everybody, this is Culture Critics.
I'm Nini.
And I'm Grace. In this episode, we're going to dive into pop culture and how it reflects with our society's values and how that aligns with the values of Christianity.
So I think that pop culture directly reflects what the society celebrates and values because it's made up of what people commonly think and what famous people idolize, and a lot of people try to follow that.
Yeah, because pop culture is pop culture because society makes it popular by surrounding ourselves around things that we value that shouldn't necessarily be valued. I mean, right now one of the big things is the Met Gala. I think it's really interesting to see everyone's outfits and stuff. I don't know, what do you think, Nini?
I think that there were some outfits that were very aligned with the theme. I don't know, Emma Chamberlain's.
Yeah, it was gilded glamour. She was so gilded, for real.
Can we also talk about something that's very controversial right now in the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Kim K.
Yeah, so everyone's talking about how Kim Kardashian wore Marilyn Monroe's dress from when Marilyn Monroe was alive, and a lot of people don't like that because it's she's not alive anymore. I feel that reflects pop culture or society in a good way because it's we want to respect people from the past, but it's also why are we even letting this be a thing? Why do we give her the attention?
Yeah, it shouldn't even be argued.
But I think the Met Gala is so popular because society loves to judge people, and people love to look at the outfits and be wow, that's too over the top, or they'll see something and be oh, that's too simple, it's not enough.
Yeah, and it also shows how society is corrupt and not aligned with the biblical values. So a verse that I pulled out from the Bible, it says, "Do to others as you would have do them to you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners have those who love them."
Yeah, I feel people love to judge the people in the Met Gala, but if they were the people being looked at, they would take it very personally. And people forget celebrities are people too. Don't think we should be judging them. And why is the Met Gala such a thing that people love to just judge? Society just makes it a big thing of judging instead of just admiring the outfits and it being a nice thing.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but society makes it when it shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that everyone's talking about right now, what do you think is going on?
I definitely think that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's case is a huge thing right now. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, do you know much about that?
Well, not really. But
I mean, I can explain it too because I've kind of been
okay
hearing stuff.
Okay, tell me about it.
So basically, while they were married, or I think after they divorced, Amber Heard said that Johnny Depp assaulted her and was abusive, and then Johnny Depp lost his he was with Disney for Pirates of the Caribbean, and then he lost that, I guess, and everyone thought that he was assaulting his wife or ex-wife, and so then he filed a lawsuit for defamation because she was ruining his reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what a lot of people are seeing is that she was actually the one who assaulted him and was abusive to him, and a lot of people think that she definitely has something wrong with her, and a lot of people are siding with Johnny Depp.
Okay, I see what's going on, but I also think that sometimes people protect the woman's side more.
Yeah, that's why I feel that's why people instantly agreed with her because I guess you're not supposed to question it because normally it's really hard to
assaulted.
Well, it's also hard to come forward about that stuff, so why would you go out of your way to make it up?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's so strange kind of and why people initially side with her, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think this is a really big thing in society is how like we find entertainment out of these celebrities' lives, even though these are like serious things that shouldn't be something that we're just like watching for fun. And like we're talking about it right now, but it's like it's not like some fun thing. Like for them it's probably really traumatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we see like videos everywhere on like Instagram and TikTok, and they're making fun of them when it's actually a really serious topic.
Yeah, I feel like once again like people see celebrities as like characters in a show and not real people.
Yeah, and like treating them this way is not respectful at all, because they should be treated the same way that we want to be treated as well.
Yeah, like the verse Nini read before, I think, about judging people. Yeah, and also kindness is one of the fruits of the spirit, and I feel like we're definitely not treating these celebrities with kindness if we're just making like entertainment out of their serious lives.
Okay, so since we're on the topic of assault, do you remember what happened at the Oscars a few months ago?
Yeah, but can you recap it to me?
Okay, so Will Smith's wife, Jada Smith, has alopecia, and she was made fun of by Chris Rock, saying that she should be in the G.I. Jane movie. And the character in the movie has shaved head. So Will Smith went up and slapped Chris Rock because, you know, he was upset that he was making fun of his wife.
And he said like, get my wife's name out of
your mouth. Yeah. So what do you think about that? Are you siding with Will Smith or Chris Rock?
Okay, honestly, I feel like Chris Rock shouldn't be making fun of her, especially because it's probably hard for her to have alopecia. And I think that it's good to like stand up for your wife. You care about her, so. And I also think an eye for an eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you shouldn't let someone cross your boundaries. If there's boundary, you don't let people cross it. Like, people need to stop making mean jokes that are harmful to people. Like, that's not okay. Will Smith was standing for that. I also like can see how like it's probably like unprofessional to do that at the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I feel like sometimes you gotta do unprofessional things to make a point.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I think that it wasn't right for Chris Rock to do that, especially at the Oscars. But I don't think that Will Smith should have acted that way. I mean, there was probably a mature way that he could have handled that situation. Maybe like talk to him after it.
I also don't see why that's like a big deal. I don't know why everyone's making a big deal out of it and like talking about it. I mean, I know it was on the Oscars and everyone saw it, but like, yeah, once again, society, I guess they just like the gossip and they wanted to see what happens. I don't really know if it reflects Christian values like what Will Smith did. I mean, obviously you shouldn't hit someone on live television, but also the Bible says like an eye for an eye, so yeah.
Okay, so the last thing we're going to talk about in this first episode of Culture Critics is about Megan Fox and MGK.
Okay, what do you think about them?
Well, it goes completely against Christianity's values, right?
Yeah, so I guess to summarize them, Megan Fox and MGK, I think they're engaged, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're in love, they say, and so apparently they drank each other's blood, is what they've claimed. And their MGK proposed with a ring, and it's like when Megan Fox wears it, it has thorns in it, so she can't take it off. And then also, I found this quote from like an article, and it says, they say they literally couldn't see each other's faces in that first moment. And Megan says it's because I think we weren't allowed to see each other yet. We weren't supposed to run into each other that night. So our souls, our spirit guides were luring us away from each other because you literally have no face. Like that thing from Spirited Away. It is hard to see his face in general, but really he had no face that night. So I guess like she's saying like they're soulmates so that she couldn't see his face, which that sounds kind of like demonic to me.
Yeah, and there was like an article saying that they did it for ritual purposes or like religious purposes.
Drinking the blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not too sure about
I
that.
feel like that's definitely like not to God, so I definitely don't think that goes, or I think that goes against Christian values.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the thing about the ring, I feel like that's like not as drastic as the blood.
But yeah.
I feel like the ring could be like endearing in a way, and I guess that does align with Christian values because it's like when you're married, you're making a covenant. So I guess that's like Christian values, but also like that it like she can't take it off or it like cuts her.
It's
because
supposed
of the
to,
thorns.
yeah, give her pain.
I guess that's not like against Christian values, but like kind of doesn't really sit right with me. Okay, basically to summarize what we talked about today, we talked about the Met Gala and how that is like kind of like reflects how society loves to judge people. We talked about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and how society loves to find entertainment in celebrities and not view them as real people. We talked about Will Smith and Chris Rock, and we kind of discussed like whether we think slapping someone on live television is good. And we talked about MGK and Megan Fox and like what we think about that. Overall, like I guess we can say society just likes to be entertained. They don't see celebrities as real people. I feel like that's what we see in pop culture. I feel like that's not Christian because like God says to love one another and treat each other with kindness, and I feel like that we're not really doing that if we're just viewing celebrities as like objects of our entertainment.
Thanks for listening to our podcast, and just a quick shout out to our sponsors, Slinkers Bounce.